Hello ladies and welcome to the Beauty Shaman. So today I'm going to do J-Lo's Terracotta makeup look from the Cfda'S, which is a fashion institute, or maybe it's not the institute, but it's basically a big fashion presentation, and she won this big award, and she showed up in her fine 50-year-old self. Okay, she looks incredible. She's 50. Now, mind you, she is a scabillionaire. And scabillionaires can pay to have anything done to look amazing, but she does look amazing. She does take great care of her body. So she's, I think fantastic. I really am a big fan of J-Lo. But this look that she did for this presentation was incredible. It was a Ralph Lauren terracotta outfit. So it was a top with a turtleneck, long sleeve, very glittery, stopped right underneath her bosom, showed off her incredible abs. I'm sure she does like 10,000 sit-ups a day. And she had this big blooming skirt on, terracotta skirt. She just looked fabulous, okay? And her makeup was just, of course, perfect. And it was all terracotta shades. Terracotta is a huge color for fall. Really big. So let's learn in this video how to use terracotta colors, but I'm actually going to emulate her makeup for that show because I think she was just too fabulous, and why not, right? Why not learn how to do that? So, okay, so that's what we're doing today is the fall terracotta makeup look. So first of all, I need to pull my hair back so you guys can see what's happening. Okay, so to start off with, we're going to do prep our skin. So I'm going to start with the Truth Treatment C Serum. It's my very favorite serum of all time. Super concentrated, all active ingredients, has 9 ingredients total. You need 2 drops, that's it. Just 2. That's how concentrated this is. So it retails $1.99. It'll last you 2 months. So just get it. It's fantastic. It's my very favorite ever. And then I'm going to use Hyaluronic Mineral Hydrator. This helps to plump your skin. Again, 2 drops. So 2, 2, and 2 here. Hyaluronic acid plumps the skin, brightens, really fabulous. And then 2 squirts of Biomimetic Mineral Mist. And what this does is it helps the efficacy of the products, helps them get underneath the skin. It also brightens, anti-aging, really fantastic. I love these products. Put it everywhere. My skin's gonna just be so happy. Plumps it up immediately. Yes, do your décolleté. All over, around your eyes, doesn't hurt your eyes. You can just go for it. Forget eye cream, you don't need it. Can just totally work around. So you can see my skin is super happy right now. It's like, thank you, Mom, yay. Okay, so we're gonna start off with some foundation. So this is Glossier foundation. I wrote an article for a online website called Ageist Magazine. And while I was in LA, I wrote about Botox, so do check my article out. I'll put a link down below. But I went to the Glossier store, which is in LA, because I wanted to check it out. This is kind of a big deal amongst millennials. Their store was packed. I was the oldest person in there. But I did buy this foundation. And I do like it. I mean, they have great advertising, so most of it is just advertising, and that's the truth for most products, is it's great advertising. But this actually is a really good foundation. So it's sheer. It's a light coverage, which I really prefer for older women. Really prefer a light coverage. Don't go for the medium to full coverage. If you have really bad skin, like maybe you have hyperpigmentation, rosacea, anything like that you feel like you need a fuller foundation, I would work on the inside. Like, in other words, I would really work on your health. Skin issues always start in the gut. So it's always a gut issue, no matter what. So I would start working on that, start using really good products, because you really want to get to the point where you don't need all that coverage. As you can see, I did 2 layers around my eyes of foundation. And the reason for that is I don't want to use very much concealer. I really want to stick to as much of this being foundation than concealer, because foundation is more sheer. Okay, concealer. So I have this Juice Beauty concealer. I really like Juice Beauty. I'm a big fan. I think it's a great product. So I'm going to use my ring finger. I love using my fingers on my own face. I don't use this on other people. I do make up a lot of other people. I'm a professional makeup artist. I do private lessons too, by the way. So if anybody's interested in that, I do that. I do it over Zoom or FaceTime. Super fun. So I'm just doing this right in here. Check out my website if you're interested, by the way, in that. So I'm going to put a tiny bit out here. Be sure you're using a really good concealer if you put it out here because it'll set in fine lines. Okay. So you see I took it all the way around this part of my eye. I do have a pimple right here. What's up with that? Why are we getting pimples? Why am I getting a pimple? Totally don't understand that. Okay, good. Now I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so that's concealer. I'm actually going to conceal this a little bit more. That's my little beautiful little age spot. Every day I put a little bit of retinol, 5% retinol on it. I just tap it in. I sell 5% and 1%. So depending on the sensitivity of your skin, go with whichever one works. But I'm going to use, this is Dermablend. So this is kind of mucky, but I use this professionally. And then you just tap. Okay, you don't rub. A lot of you try to rub in concealer or foundation. Really, you want to just tap it in to your skin. That's how you really get that coverage in there. So, pretty much taken care of, okay? So, awesome. All right, now I'm going to do a little bit of highlight. So J-Lo, if you ever look at her makeup, she is highlighted to the max. So I'm going to use NARS. This is Creamy Concealer. I really love NARS. I'm a big fan of this. It's actually concealer and highlighter together. It blends really well, doesn't set in fine lines. Really, really love it. So again, I'm going to use my fingers and I'm going to tap that right where I want to highlight, right through here. Just a bit up in here. There you go. And it just adds that little extra oomph. And then I can use it in other places to highlight. You know, you can highlight along your nose if you want. She does a lot of highlight. Well, her makeup artist does a lot of highlight and contour on her nose in particular. We're not going to do that today. That's an advanced class. So, really like all this. Highlighting my cheekbone area. She is so highlighted and contoured. Okay, other eye. Okay, so this makeup is not for the faint of heart. I have makeup on. I've got some serious makeup on, okay? This is not a casual makeup. This is a glamorous makeup. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of powder. Where's my brush? So this is just a little bit of MAC blot powder. I like blot powder. It's very sheer. It absorbs oil. Doesn't set in fine lines. Any sort of translucent powder. I wouldn't put a lot on though. Very, very, very minimal amounts, okay, on older women, because you just don't want it to set in fine lines. Okay, so now we're going to do eyebrows. Okay, so I have this color here. This is Concrete. Very nice. It matches my roots. So as you can tell, I color my hair. I'm about 60% gray. If you've let your hair go gray, hats off to you. I'm not quite ready yet. I will, I'm sure. And I'm just filling out the end. So gone are the days, there was looking for a long time of that really chiseled eyebrow. I truly hate that look. Like, I seriously hate that look. It's like Groucho Marx gone crazy. So I don't think it's appropriate for older women because as we get older, our face gets more angular. And we really need to soften everything down. So the fact that they're doing these really severe eyebrows goes against our need to soften things down. That's why I really like using eyeshadow and a thin brush. This is a slanted brush. And you just lightly apply it, okay? I actually, as you can tell, I don't totally fill in my brows. Now you can. It just depends on your brow, how thick your brow is, what kind of look you're going for. I mean, basically, we just kind of want to generally fill it in with a color that matches our hair, in as much as that makes sense, right? I mean, if you have gray, a lot of gray in your hair and you highlight it with purple, I mean, you're gonna do gray, not purple, right? Blue-gray, excuse me. So you have to kind of use your common sense. So I need a drink of my water. Okay, so with contour. So contour has really gone through a huge, well, I don't know if it's huge, but, you know, it was, you know, several shades darker, more brown, you know, right here, lots and lots and lots. I wasn't a big fan because for older women, that just looks either like dirt or it makes our face look too thin and angular. We already are angular. So I like that it's softening down a bit. This is called Gingerly. This is about a shade to two warmer and darker than my skin. And I'm just going to put it underneath. So J-Lo's probably is a bit browner than this. I'm going to say for the majority of us, we really want to warm up our skin, okay? Just a little. And I think that warmth is really helpful. Now, if you have a lot of pink undertones, you're not going to warm it up. You're going to actually use a rosy undertone, 2 shades darker, 1 to 2 shades darker than your skin. You're not going to do a yellow undertone like this is, because it'll probably go orange on your skin. Just depends on your acid levels in your skin, lots of stuff. Okay, so there we go. So I've just lightly framed it. So I'm also going to use the exact same color to do in my crease. So it's like if you've ever painted before, this is like painting. You don't ever put a color in one part of the paint. The picture, you sort of dot it everywhere. So that's like a really good base to start off with. I'm actually going to do blush on top. I'm going to do this color right here to go along with my whole terracotta theme. It's like a brighter orange. I love that blush is coming back for fall. Really awesome. So I'm just blushing that up a little bit. Again, I go everywhere. Yay! Okay, nice. Okay, lips. So J-Lo draws her lips outside the line quite a bit. Or she has her, I keep saying her, I'm sure she doesn't do it. So if you have smaller lips or you want to make your lips stand out, this is the way you do it. The thing is, you can look like you're insane pretty quickly. And I don't know about you, but I really don't want to look like I've lost my marbles. So I'll show you how to do it, but you have to really be careful. So this is called Cork by MAC. This is about a shade or two, I want to say, darker than my skin. And I can talk and do this at the same time because I'm smart. So very lightly, just a little outside the line. See that? Normally I would say do a color that's neutral. But since we're doing J-Lo, we're going to do what J-Lo's doing. Okay, this is called Lip Bar. It's a line out of Colorado. I live in Colorado. So she does some really nice stuff. Nice eyeliners and lip glosses. So this is just kind of a lovely, frosty, and if you look at J-Lo's makeup in this particular look, it's that kind of frosty, goldeny, and then she puts a little bit of pink in the middle. So this is called Boy Bait by MAC, which I think is super humorous. Like, yes, we need boy bait. We seriously need boy bait. We're gonna go right in the middle, just to add a little bit of pink. If you look at J-Lo, she's always got a little bit of pink right in the middle. So, okay, so we're good on all of that. Let's go to eyes. So this is Kajal liner. It's a Kajal liner. It's called Brown Border by MAC. This is water repellent. So I'm a huge fan of water repellent because otherwise everything ends up down my face. I don't know if you're like me. I cannot keep makeup on. It's like, I don't know what it is about my skin, but I just can't keep it on. It's always down my face. So I use a lot of water repellent, waterproof, that kind of thing, because I struggle with that. So anyway, this is a great product. I really like this. And this is brown because her look, again, it's all soft browns and warm terracottas. So I'm going to make this so this goes, notice I'm going from underneath. So here's a little eyeliner tutorial for you. You go from underneath like that, to just get it between the lashes, like that. So I'm going to make it a little thicker on the outer edge because I want to really blend that, which I'm going to do in a second. And I'm also going to do my waterline on top. I'm not going to do the waterline underneath. We are going to do some stuff underneath because she does. So we'll do that in a second. I'm going to do the other eye. Okay, so I've done both eyes now in the waterline and on top. And I'm going to take a matching, this is just a warm brown espresso color. And I'm going to take my thin brush again. And I'm going to run this over the top. And the reason I'm doing this is I want this to be really dense, but I want it to be soft because her look, even though she's got a lot of makeup on, is pretty soft. So I'm going to just blend this up. We are doing lashes. I meant to say that in the beginning. So I want this line to be fairly heavy because we're really going to bring out the upper part of my eye. Okay, so I'm going to also take, this is called Cork by MAC. Again, all terracotta. Everything in my palette is is terracottas and warm browns. So I'm going to pull this underneath. I would say if you have a lot of dark circles, don't go crazy underneath, right? It can really bring out dark circles more. It can pull your face down, but we're doing such a dark line on top. I would say it's fine. There we go. That's actually nice. I like that. Now I'm going to use a little bit of, or actually I'm going to do the same one. What am I talking about? I'm going to do the same color. I'm going to do it in the crease. So here's a crease brush. And I'm going to just tap that into the cork, same color. And I'm going to bring it on the outer edge. So she has a lot going on in her outer. If you look at this, she's got a lot right here. So I wish I could hold it up. I'm afraid I'll get sued if I hold up her picture. I think there's copyright laws and stuff, but look at that. See, that really pumped it out. Now, if you're a child of the 80s, you are going to want to wing this, right? You're going to want to go, woo! So I'm a child of the 80s, and, you know, we kind of got to break that habit. So if you notice, I go in, right? It's in. So, you know, really, but now if you don't have a heap of space right here, now I've got a lot of space. So if you don't have a heap of space, just be careful. Don't do too much because then it'll just make your eyes go in. And the smaller the space, the more specific the artwork, right? You can't make it like I'm just kind of going, if you have a smaller space, it has to be really specific in that tight space. So, okay. So that looks great. My eyes are really framed, really like in that lovely terracotta. Now I'm going to use, this is called, I think it's called Melancholy. Look at that. This is like mica gone mad. Got lots of mica in there, and I'm going to take a flat-headed brush. So this is really going to apply a lot, okay? The looser the hair, the softer the application. But we're not going for a soft application here. I'm really going to apply this. But what I'm going to do is just put it in here. Just put it right there. You can wear these colors, but you got to put them only where you don't have crepey skin or dry skin. Otherwise, it'll set in there and it will highlight the crepiness. So really be careful with all the mica. I happen to really like shiny products. I think they're really fun. I'm a big shiny product. But you just got to be cautious, okay? So now I'm going to just blend these with a very loose brush just to softly blend them in. So I think that looks really pretty. I like that. Now I'm actually going to take this kind of mango color. I don't use this color very much, so I'm really excited I get to use it. And I'm just going to put it a little bit on the upper edge. Just because it's fun. And because I've got this shirt on, it's really going to pull that together. So really excited about that. I'm taking just a little bit more frost, putting it into here. Just, you know, if you look at this picture, she has got color everywhere. Awesome. Okay, now we're going to move on to lashes. I always say life is short, wear false lashes. So I love these lashes. This is Lash and Crown. These are vegan. They have 25 uses in them. Okay, so they cost $25, but that's $1 a use. So if you wear lashes at all, this is a great way to go. I think it's a great brand. Really love them. I'm using my little duo glue here, and I'm going to grab the lash. Now I've already trimmed these down because you want to trim them so they match your length of your eye. Most of the time lashes are way too long. And I'm going to just run them right to get the glue right on it like that. And I'm just going to bend them a little bit just to be sure that they bend to my face. Short end goes where my lashes are short, and we're just going to set it, technically. Technically this should be easy, but sometimes I mess it up. Okay, so lashes are on. So, you know, you basically have to just come from underneath and sort of place them. I'm not, I'm really good at doing this on other people, not so great at myself, but I think I did okay. You can still see some of the glue, the whiteness in there, and that'll just fade. I mean, the white just fades. I actually don't do mascara on top of my false lashes. I just don't. I feel like I've got enough going on. I don't need to add more mascara. So I really love this look. I think it looks really beautiful. Terracotta and false lashes, what can go wrong, right? I'm going to add a little bit more blush here, just to jam it up just a little bit. Okay, one other thing we're gonna do to finish this off, J-Lo does a ton of like strobe cream. I don't know if she uses this product, but basically this is gonna add that really shiny, right to the edges, lots of shine. So this is a MAC Gold strobe cream. I really love this. I use this on a lot of brides, or if somebody just wants a lot of glitter. So it's not really glitter, it's just that shimmer, right? So you just use your finger, and I'm just going to tap it and tap it up. Just tap it into your skin. But look at that lovely shimmer. Woohoo! Who doesn't love shimmer, right? I use this sometimes when I do my teenagers' makeup. I have 2 daughters. I have an 18-year-old and a 16-year-old, and I'm a single parent. And so I do a lot of, prom and homecoming and and I whip this stuff out, man. I'm like the biggest hit, let me tell you. You can also use this, like J-Lo puts a little bit of it on her nose. Don't go too crazy though. I think sometimes older women, we gotta always work on you can do it, but just be subtle. There we go. We've got the J-Lo glamorous, little bit of shine going on. Super happy with this look. I think I did okay. Would love your input down below. Would love your thoughts, anything you'd like to add. Would love to know what videos you're interested in watching, maybe tutorials. Please visit my website, thebeautyshaman.com. I also have a Facebook group called The Beauty Shaman Free Advice Group. So you can join that group, and I interact with members on looks and questions that they might have. So please feel free to do that. Thank you so much for watching The Beauty Shaman. Have a great J-Lo day.